This Trevor Lawrence Holo is a great example of a low-risk, high-profit card sending to PSA for grading. Raw sells for about $80 to $100, a PSA 9 is about $120 to $130, and a PSA 10 goes for over $500. What we have here today is a group submission that we sent in for our customers to PSA on May 25th, and it got completed on June 27th. That's just over a month all in for a bulk grading submission at $19 a card. What we're going to do today is go over some of the cards that got sent in, how they did, and why they are either good or bad ideas to send in for grading. As we always do in these videos, we focus on the profit and the money in the hobby. Yes, people will grade cards just to collect them. Yes, they will use PSA for that at whatever cost. And $19 is a great cost to send those cards in at. What we focus on is the money in the hobby. That's how we built our business. That's how we started our business. That's what we know best. We've been doing this for about a decade now. And I'll tell you, when I started doing baseball cards, I took $10,000 and put it into an account and started buying, selling, grading, and doing all those different things with cards. And that's where it started. And this is where it is 10 years later. I can't believe it's been almost 10 years. So we like to share what we've learned with you and help you if you're doing something similar. If that's the kind of stuff that you like to see and that's the content that you want to be around, make sure you hit that subscribe button, watch the videos, follow, comment, interact. We are happy to do all of those things with you. This is another great card, this Trout. So today we have 5 or 6 topics that we're going to talk about. We're going to dive pretty deep into a few of them and give you our feelings on them. Tell you what we think if they're good cards. Like this, for example, this Lava Green Refractor numbered to 99. Great card to grade. Probably a relatively easy grade. I didn't look this one up. Kuna is one of the hottest names. You're going to make your money with a card like that. If you watch our outgoing videos and our reviews for the $1,000 challenge, I picked out one of these Ohtanis. One of these Mosaic Ohtanis from 2022. I don't know if I'm getting it graded. Let me look. I have some of the leftovers over here. Don't have it over here, so I probably sent that one in to get graded. I don't remember all of them. Oh, these are cool. These Montgomery cards. So I will tell you that doing these videos, not only watching videos like this, but doing these videos has helped me find cards to grade and make money with. Now, that money could be to quit your job and just buy and flip cards. That money could be to sell the cards and then buy other cards that you want in your collection. That money could be for a lot of different things. It does not have to be just strictly profit for you to put in your pocket. And this is the Topps version of the All Aces card. So we just like to talk about it. It's what we enjoy. So we like to share that information with you. First up, we have this Team of the Future Ohtani. Now, there's only 56 graded. I was surprised when I saw that you only got $28 for a PSA 10. It's chromish, it's refractory, it's Ohtani. I figured this would be a $40 card, especially after seeing a PSA 9 sell for $18. Not looking at these numbers, just not a card I would grade. There are other ones that are the same $4, $5, $6 with Ohtani that you can make money on. Again, somebody could be PCing this and want this card in their collection. Totally get it. Great card for something like that because you're going to pay more to get the card in the PSA 10 than at the raw card plus grading. But there's not enough margin in this card for me to want to take the chance on it. So, and that's another part of it, right? When we talk about this and when we get a lot of feedback saying, you guys only talk about the profit, you only talk about the money, all you care about is the money. It's not really that. It's also like, let's say a card is $5 raw and a PSA 10 sells for $20. Why are you grading that card? You could simply sell your raw copy, spend another $15 to get the PSA 10, and still have another $5 left over to buy something else for your collection. It's not always about what card is making you money or how to make money in the hobby. It's how to best use your dollars when you're going through the hobby, right? Whether it be growing your PC, whether it be in speculating on some of these cards through grading to make money, whether it be just speculating on already graded cards to make money. There's a lot of different things that you could be doing. And we try to help you make it as efficient as possible. This is a cool color match with the purple background. We try to help you be as efficient and effective with your dollars as possible. So maybe saving money is going to mean you could add 1 or 2 extra cards. Maybe grading a card like this Mahomes National Pride that you probably got in a break, got for $3 or $4, and now you can sell for $35, have an extra $10 to spend. Now you could buy 3 of those. You can get 3 different colors of those if you just want to collect raw cards. Brady, Prism Silver. Cool Kobe, second year. So sometimes it's the devil's really in the details. It's not as straightforward as some people think, where it's like, oh, these guys hate the hobby. No, I love the hobby. I love cards. I think they're awesome. They remind me of my childhood. Mini Diamond Refractor. That's a cool looking card. Keegan Murray base. Like, I personally would not be grading these cards. I didn't do any research on them. I don't know what they sell for as PSA 10s. I just think you're better off grading something else or using your money in a different way. Select number to 199 Jamar Chase rookie, 100% grading it. Now, we say this in every video. I'll say it with this card. The number one rule if you're grading to make money in the hobby is grade something that somebody else will want to pay a premium for. If you haven't heard me say that before, this is probably the first video that you watched. Now, somebody else will definitely want to pay a premium for that card in a PSA 10. Stargazing Luka, if it's a hollow, sure. The base card, I don't know. Black Velocity, these cards are really cool. AD. DeMar DeRozan, Pink Velocity. What's this number 2 in this year? Number 49 of 79. Curry, PSA 8. Let's see if we can see what went wrong with this card. We do have a PSA 6 later in the video that we're going to review. There's a, can you see it here? Let me see if I can get it on the camera. All right, I'm going to try to get this on the camera. There's like a fingernail going through the whole back of the card over here. I'm trying to get it. It's a tough one. It's a really tough one to see, but it's back there. Remember, look at the back of your cards. Jamar Chase, second year, green mosaic. Maybe. See how that one sells. Jimmy Butler. I mean, this was sent in May, right? So going through the playoffs. Let's hope his name is as hot. If they get Dame, that might explode. Jokic, fast break. All right, here we go. Trevor Lawrence, Purple Shock. Shocks are very hard cards to grade in general. We do have a print line going across. That's definitely not going to be what's going to cause a 6. All right, let's see the back. I'm looking for some kind of actual damage to this card. It's always harder in the slab. Let's look at the front quickly again. Thought I saw something. I'm not seeing it, but these shocks are generally really hard grades anyway. Trey Lance, Red Stars, cool card. Wonder if he's going to do this year. Fields, Blue Scope, rookie. I love this card. I think we're running out of time on some of these quarterbacks, though. A lot of them are up a lot right now. Chris Evans, proof gold of 50. Davis Mills, purple. It's a shame he's just terrible. Jordan Love, clear. Donruss, very tough cards to grade. Derek Carr, die cut. Those are cool. Jamal Williams, maybe, I don't know. I don't think he's playing that much. Jared Goff, another one. Card I would never grade. Sorry, I'll never grade college guys. Look at the centering here also. Look at that left-right. You guys got to look at those cards before you send them in. All right. Next one up, we got Jordan Love, Silver Prism, PSA 10. They're $15 raw, 65 as a PSA 10. 66% chance to get the grade, as you can see, by 206 out of 307. Really, really solid card to make money on. We picked two of these up for like $18. I saw one as low as $7.50. Probably had like $8 shipping or $10 shipping on it. I didn't see that though. I love these cards for grading. I just think they're easy ones. Make some quick money, move on. He had a huge pop. One went for over $100, I think, right when Rodgers got traded. I think there's a lot of upside for Jordan Love right now. What I am surprised to see is that there are more hollows graded than base. So people are picking better cards to submit and to grade when it comes to guys like Jordan Love. But I think that's where a lot of people are going to actually get into trouble. I think a lot of people are going to get into trouble with guys from this year, like Ritter and Pickett and all those other guys. People are grading all their stuff. People are paying a lot of money for their cards right now. Even if they're good, this is a good one. 25 of 35 Herbert. Even if they're studs, I just don't see how their prices are going to maintain or go up. These guys, and their best products aren't even out yet. So there's just, when it comes to guys like that, unless they're Mahomes, literally unless they're Mahomes, the only way they're going is down right now. That's why last year we talked a lot about buying Tua. I think it's, again, Tua and Fields and guys like that came out hot and already going up or went down. Fields is already up very high again. So I think you got to pick your spots with stuff like that. Like I saw somebody selling, I think it was a Desmond Ritter card, the clear ticket 1 of 1. And they wanted like the same price that the Burrow clear ticket 1 of 1 went from Optic. Like I can't imagine, here's another 6. I can't imagine that having any chance to do good. I'm priced out of a lot of those guys right now. And then once NT and Flawless come out, there's no way but down for those cards, because then people are going to want the NT and the Flawless. Mac Jones hollow. I think Mac Jones might be a good risk right now. That's a good example. I haven't looked at his prices. Daniel Jones might be a good risk right now because their prices are down. Right? Their prices are down from where they were, the crazy numbers that they were at. So I just think there's a lot of opportunity. That's a cool card. Really, really cool. Chris Carter auto. Buda Baker gold of 10. See, I'd grade that. Even though it got a 9. Nobody could return it for any stupid reason now. Matt Corral, I don't know what his prices are, but I'm sure they're higher than they should be. 2, we got an 8 again. Just a quick glance. Look at the top, bottom, and the left, right. Both are off. To me, this is an instant non-grade card. Just by centering, without even looking at the card. Just by centering. Look at this Fields. And I don't know how this got a 9, by the way. Look at all that space. It's up against the top border. This is a 7 to me. Cool looking card. Not sure what it's worth. Trask. Silver circles, number to 125. Coral jersey match, Blue Wave. That's cool. Brees Hall variation. Again, centering would disqualify this one from me sending it in. Look how close the dots are over here versus how close the dots are over here. You got to pick out all these little differences on centering, right? You got to figure out what the parameters are. Kyle Trask. Now, listen, I am not a fan of dragon scales. I'm not a fan of the select colors that this is numbered of 89, but there's 4 different parallels or 3 different card numbers that have it. So it's really, to me, numbered at a 360. So only 18 graded, 12 gems, $40 card, $20 for grading, get 126 out of it. Pretty good chance of getting your 10. Good card to buy and quickly flip. Not a card I think that I'd want to hold long term, personally. Just not for me. But it's got quick upside, which probably means, and this is the lesson I want you guys to take out of it, probably means the other quarterbacks are the same. The other guys that are probably relatively easy to grade, 60 to 80% PSA 10 rate, and a solid double up. So that means I would buy them. When I'm searching for cards online to buy, it's a card that I would add into my search, or when I see it, I would bid on it. Again, I'll say it, like I say it in every single video, I would not grade these thick cards. We got an 8 on one. We got a 6 on the next one. The corners are white and rounded. Edging. Just, it's not worth it. You're not going to get enough of a bump. And even if you do get a big bump, you're going to go 1 out of 10, so it's not going to be worth it. Red Spectrum, another thick one. There has not been one of these thick cards over an 8 so far in this order. Oh, here we go, 9 finally. This order, we had 140 cards. We had 77 PSA 10s and 46 PSA 9s. That's 88% PSA 9 or better, which is solid, especially with cards like those thick ones mixed in here. There's some older cards that are coming up. Trevor Lawrence. I would grade all these Trevor rookies. It's a cool throwback. Chronicles Timeless Treasure. So it's not a throwback. It's just a different product. 9, another thick one. This Jordan, we've talked about stuff like this before. Really tough card to get the grade that you want on it. Jokic Red Ice. All these hoops cards are hard. Very, very hard. Hoops was very hard to grade. Cool card. The Monopoly cards are pretty cool. All right, next up. Donruss Boncaro. Biggest name out of the rookies last year for sure. $3 raw, probably $5 with grading, with shipping. $20 a PSA 9, $35 is a PSA 10. So there's profit to be made here. I want to point out 2 things. Very low gem rate, 50-ish%. So it's not really easy to just get a gem. And there's only 379 graded right now, and this is where it's already at $35. It's going to go down. As more get graded and more sell, the price is going to go down. He already won Rookie of the Year. I would go Optic Hollow or else. Optic, right? Like if you some kind of insert, like for that money, I can get the My House Hollow for $5 or $6, same price, and a PSA 10 will get me $70 or $80. That's the thinking that you have to change to. Spend $2 more to more than double your money with a card that grades easier and is going to be more desirable, and there will be less copies of it. So I think the base game is over. I know that people are up at me again a lot of times when I say it. I just think the base game is over. Unless you're the first one grading it. Here's another PSA 6. Third modern card that got a 6. This corner is bent. Bad. Very obvious on that one. So I'm sorry if you disagree with me. I'm sorry. And you can use one-off examples of guys that get hot and go up a lot, but That's sort of like saying in poker, it makes sense to draw for the one card you need in a straight when you have 4 outs, or draw for your full house when you have a 6% chance to make money, or a 3% chance to hit your card, or whatever it is. Like, if you're drawing a 3%, the money's against you mostly is against you 97% of the time. Do you want to? I'd rather play the hand that I could win 70% of the time than try to hit the home run 3% of the time. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Chrome Fractor McClanahan. So, and I hope you guys understand that. It's more about minimizing risk than it is about, quote unquote, maximizing upside, because this is a big one. Your upside is good, right? I'd rather get plus 40, plus 40, plus 40, plus 40, plus 40 than hopefully plus 400, or the one card that it's just a lot of things just don't make sense. Like Bowman Draft Holiday, I'm not grading this card. There's going to be too many of them graded, and there's just not going to be enough. There's not going to be enough demand long term. Now, he might come up and light the world on fire and be great, and those cards will go up for a couple weeks. Long term, it's just not going to last, because other people are going to do it, and there's going to be too much of a supply and just not enough of a demand. Kellenic Refractor, I like that. Judge, I love this card. I like the design, and it really refracts really nicely off the light. Moss Reactive Yellow, that's really cool. Double color match, that's a cool card. Brady Red Ice. Now this one I can get behind grading most of the time. Say you buy 4 of them, you need to hit basically 1 out of 3 to make money or break even, rough math. And you have a 50-50 chance, basically, or 45-55 chance, basically, of hitting it. So you have good odds. It's not the best card to grade. It's not a slam dunk. It's not an easy 10 every time. But if you're getting a couple 9s that hit a 10, couple 9s hit a 10, you're still going to make money with a card like this because of the high resale of the 9s. So sometimes, that's an example of a card that, while it's not a home run, might be able to find a well-centered copy relatively cheap and be able to then make my money, or at least protect my money and not lose. I do a lot of things just not to lose, and that not losing, as we've seen in the $1,000 challenge, by the way, turns into big wins. So that is all for this video today. Really hope. Oh, this is Emerald. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Trying to do at least 1 or 2 all old school reveals like this every week. Can't guarantee I'm going to get them all done every week, but this, I think, is the most valuable thing that we do, and I hope that we really helped some people out today. Comment, let us know what you think. Look forward to doing more.